I am live. Hello, people. Hello, family. I feel like crap. Yes, I do. JunkDobbers is in the house. Come on, folks. There's Willow. Hey, Willow. I don't think did I let you know that I had a little encounter the other day? Oh, about my little. Well, I actually didn't collide with a car, but I thought I was. But I flipped that sucker over when I. Hey, Christy, help nuts, crazy family too. I think your hubby is crazier than I am, Christy, because I was watching him with that 380 pounds of potatoes, and there was a show around him, middle of the 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's out there doing them little crazy rhymes that he does. And I expect if somebody come up on him seeing that, they would have, I don't know if they'd have chuckled or run. He usually, I thought he just did that when Alan was around, but I'm busy right now, son.
I know.
Why don't you put a shirt on?
I always make an appearance in most of his live streams.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't email you. I started to, and then I've been so sore. I'm still a little bit sore, not as much as I was. Hey, Dingbat. But I've really been sore. And ain't doing much of nothing. It's just, it put me down. And you know, the funny thing about it, when it happened, it didn't hurt. I mean, I had some stings, you know, a scant elbow, a scant knee, and some pulled muscles, but it didn't hurt. But it seemed like the next day I was really going downhill. You're at your granddaughter. You got a granddaughter? Dang that, I didn't know you was a nurse there. And I have this affinity for nurses. Matter of fact, one time when, let's see, not this last time I was in the hospital, but the time before that when I had that big toe cut off, every time I've been in the hospital, I wanted to get out of there. I was ready to go. But I got this one nurse, her name was Crystal, and she was probably 27, 28. She's an RN. And I just fell in love with that lady. I just loved her. And when they started to discharge me, she'd already done her, I think it's what, 4 days on, 3 days or something like that. So she wasn't on. And I wanted to see her again. And I didn't want to go home. I was trying to get them to stretch it out so she'd come back on. And that's the first time I ever didn't want to go home. And all of a sudden, when we were sitting there waiting for them to come wheelchair me out down to the exit, put me in the car like they do, minus my big toe, here come Crystal walking in. Boy, I was so surprised and I was so happy to see her again. And I got to have breakfast with her a couple of days later. We met and all that stuff. But she's one of them, what they call a travel nurse. So she only does so long in the hospital. Then she goes to another one all over. Right now, she's in Texas. I don't expect I'll ever get to see her again other than on my Facebook page. But yes, she was. Hey, Scrapping Cash. And is that Marty or is that Christy? I guess that's both of you. Marty, you're a nut. You're crazy, man. I can't. I don't know where you come up with all that stuff. But I was sitting there really chuckling over that, and you working your patootie off on them potatoes. But man, that was a lot of taters. I had to go buy me a bag last night, and I thought about that 380 pounds, I guess it was. But I don't know. Can y'all see that little icon up at the top of the page there, me on that scooter, or a caricature of me on that scooter? Uh, that's something. I kind of got tricked into that. I had contacted these people about a month ago about it, and he asked me what I wanted, and I've done business with them before, and uh, I never ordered it. I didn't think I ordered it, but they had my credit card on file there, and they went ahead and made it. And I was kind of ticked off at first, but now I'm kind of glad they went ahead and done it because it's kind of something I wanted. I wanted a caricature of me on the scooter. They made me look kind of fat, which I am, but I couldn't make up my mind whether I like the one that's up there now or here, let me show you the other one. Or this one there. I don't know. That one there's the scooter's red and that background's kind of red, but I'm tending to go with that one, really. But anyhow, now how do I get back out of? How do I get back to my? Well, shoot, what have I done here? I can't see my show display. What the heck is that? I, I don't know what I did here. How do I get rid of that? Gosh. Oh, maybe I clicked on that. Yeah, there you go. I figured it out. There's Dwayne T64 and Scrapping Cash and Dingbat and Willow and Dingbat and Dingbat. Yeah, I've had a rough time. I've been adding stuff to my online store or whatever you call it. Just a link to it on my page, on my main channel page up there. It's a little, looks like two little knots or something. But I've added quite a bit of stuff up there. I don't know if it was necessary or not. Hey, Lena, I see you, dear. I'm doing okay. How about you, sweetie? Um, but I've been adding a lot of stuff up there, and I want some other stuff I want to put up there, but if they won't I wanted to do hats. So I'm gonna have to find somebody that does hats. I would like to have a hat with that. But they charge your arm and a leg for that. I could take that image. Where is that image? There it is. I could take either one of those images to an embroidery place, and they could embroider that on the hat. But I don't know what. I'd like to find some online place that does that and would sell the merchandise like Teespring does. Because with Teespring, I don't have to do anything. The person all got to do is go there and go into JunkDobbers Emporium and click on whatever you like and buy it. And I made Alan a shirt for Crazy Family Tube, and I think that thing's probably due to be shipped somewhere around the 10th of the month. All that stuff, it's made to order. They don't make any of that stuff up to, hey, is that Rianne? Hey, Rianne, I guess it is Rianne's Adventures. You are an adventure, dear. Love you, baby. Hey, these are my grandbabies, I sure do love that family. But, and I'm having a hard time, and I don't know if any of y'all can understand it or not. Somebody I was asking to help me understand it has declined to help me in a manner that would work for me. But I can't, I look at my, you got to have 4,000 watch hours before you can be monetized, even though you've got 1,000. If you have 1,000 subscribers, you still have to have that 4,000 watch hours. Now that's the way I understand it. Now, 4,000 watch hours is 240,000 watch minutes. And according to the way I'm looking at my analytics on my page, I've only got like 68,000 watch minutes, which don't make no sense to me. Sure, in 2 years, surely I got more than that. Hey Snobby, hey man, I ain't eating no sandwich like you ate, buddy. Y'all can have all them nasty sandwich challenges and ice bucket challenges you want. I'm opting out. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I can't I can't figure all that out. And then on my analytics, it's showing me something else. And I'm not fussing at any of y'all, but a lot of you are not. You're watching my videos, but you're you're not watching. In other words, my analytics tells me what the average watch time is on my videos, the average. And my videos all run about 30 minutes, some of them more. And my average is only 8 to 10 minutes watch time on each video. So if you don't watch the video through, then it counts against me. I mean, heck, if you're sitting there watching it and if you get bored, go get a snack or go pee or something and come back when it's over. But yeah, I didn't pay much attention to those analytics till here lately, and watching the watch time and but I've got to figure that surely I've got more than 68 or 69,000 watch minutes, because that's watch minutes per viewer. I have about 100 and something viewers that that watch pretty regular. PB and a few guys. Okay, Dwayne, Claire, Joy. Hey, Claire, you get right to the point on some of your comments there. I appreciate it. It don't hurt my feelings or bother me a bit, dear. You just tell it to me like it is. And why do you get a feeling these sandwiches must have had some weird... You go watch the video and see what he put on them things. Ain't no... the peanut butter's all right, but all that other stuff, no. But that was hard to watch. People doing all that stuff here lately. Yeah, I understand, Claire. I'm just saying, those analytics, it pretty much tells me what the average is. And I know some of them watch them all the way through, but if you get one that watches them all the way through, then a couple comes up and they only watch 10 minutes of it, that cuts into the average, even though you got one person there watching it all the way through. I had to delete my intro not because of copyright. Oh yeah, they will. I stay away from the music unless it's something I know is not that's approved that I can put on there. I wish, and if you go somewhere and get some of the real popular music, you've got to pay out the nose for that. I don't know, Will. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that. And by the way, my head did quit hurting, but that ear right there is still sore because that's the side I landed on. And boy, I hit that. I think I'm still seeing stars. I hit that thing hard. But that one guy that come on there cussing about the lady and calling her the B word and all that stuff. I didn't delete it, but you know, guys, I don't like to see that stuff on my comments. I mean, you make the comments, or you say, "Oh, she should have blowed her horn or something," but to call her, you know, and F and B and all that stuff, not nice. That lady was scared to death. She thought she done something wrong, but she didn't do nothing wrong. It was all me. I mean, I'm out there just cruising along the middle of the road without my mirrors on, and so it was all on me. I did it, you know, and somebody else said, well, you know, you still could have went against her insurance as her causing it or something. So I don't think she caused it. I caused it. And let me tell you something. I've had, oh shoot, 3 or 4 opportunities to sue companies and stuff for stuff that happened to me, but it was all my fault. And I can't bring myself to now if somebody is negligent or something like that and causing me a problem or hurts me, that's another thing. But if it's all on me, I can't run and do that. You know, that's just by the way, I met this lady. I ain't put the video up yet, and I did it yesterday. I forced myself to go out for a short ride just to see if I could get some of the stiffness out. And I met this lady. She's an old lady. She's 88, and she looks like she's 88. And she only weighs 135 pounds. She used to weigh 235, but she was in an accident 3 years ago and had a bunch of problems with that. She's 88, and if you look at some of my videos, you'll see in my video where I was stopped watching these guys putting new roof on this house. Well, that's her house, and she lives alone, and she's got a couple of dogs and a couple of cats, and she's the one that feeds that. Sometimes I'll stop and look at the squirrels eating seed and stuff that she puts out in the driveway. Well, that's her house. Her name is Lucille. Now, I've been threatening to go see Barbara. And I threatened to go see some others, you know, but I'm going to see Lucille. Now, I got no romantic interest, but I just like that old lady. And she lives by herself, and I think it might be sensible if I did stop in every day or two or something just to see that she's all right. She's got kids, but well, you can see from the video when I put it up, she said, how did she put that? She said, when I die, said, all I'm leaving my kids is $1 and let them fight over that dollar. So she's not happy. Yeah, that blowing that horn would have startled me too. That even might have made me whip it over. But still, I'm right in the middle of the road. It's all on me. But I am a little bit more skittish now when I hear a car. I want to make sure I know where that sucker's at. And my hearing problem, I lost last time which year is it? No, that's the good ear. This is the one I lost the hearing aid in. Last time I was in the hospital, I took my hearing aids out and laid them on that little nightstand thing. And the next morning, when I woke up, I went reached over and got my one hearing aid and put it in, and I was trying to find the other, and the other was gone. I never did find it. I've got to get back to VA and get that, because when you're only hearing in one ear, it's really, really difficult. When somebody says something or a noise, you hear a noise, it's difficult to tell which direction it came from or or to locate it. And when I'm out riding around like that, it's difficult for me to tell where the sound's coming from, which is really a pain in the butt. But I'm gonna go get another. I can get them replaced at least once for every 3 or 4 years. And I've only had this one for about a year, something like that. And I don't see Maggie on here. Maggie sent me some drawings, and I like the drawings, but the color is not bright. The color has to be, see how bright and contrasted that is? And this is one that Maggie sent me. And see, it's not bright enough. It won't show up. I tried to run a t-shirt design on it, and Teespring's apps won't pick it up because it's not really bright. So she said she's going to work on the color or something, see if she can get it brightened up. I'm not sure how. I'm trying to keep up. Dobber, you old bro. Oh, you talking about Lucille. She's a pistol boy. Oh, she was kind of hugging me too, man. But and she was complaining. She said I paid $9,000 for them to put that new roof on my house, and they didn't even paint something. And she was complaining about it. Uh, she's pistol. I'm glad I got to talk to her. I seen her from a distance, and I said I'm gonna try to get over her in a hurry before she goes in. I want to talk to her, and she can barely walk, but she's a pistol. She's 88. I like her. I'm especially going back and see her. Mainly because she's alone. You know, Barbara lives with her daughter, and Kay lives with her daughter, and Ashley's got her husband and stuff there. You know, so they're not alone. But a lady like Lucille, 88, she's alone. If something happened to her, she could lay in there for days before somebody found her. And so I'm gonna go see her. I gotta hurry up and get that video up. It's in the works. I've just been so down with this soreness and everything. All I want to do is lay around and sleep. But she's a pistol. But she is she's old. She's old. She's 88. She was born in 1932. She can't remember much about the Depression. She said they was kind of privileged when they was growing up because of the type of work her daddy did and everything. So she was born 9 years before me. But I love it. And her putting that feed out, she puts this piles of feed and corn and stuff out in her driveway. I don't know if she does it every day or not, but the squirrels and the birds love it. You know, they're always there. And while we were standing there was a crow and a squirrel kind of arguing about something over there. And I don't like crows anyway. And I started telling her why I don't like crows. And she said, oh, it's about planting corn in a row, and the crows seeing a little sprout, and they'll go down the road pulling up every corn sprout till they get them all, eat that kernel of seed. And she knew all about that. Your father was born in 32. He's older than me, Willa. Is he living? Well, he'd be 88 if he is. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't forget my dirt, folks. I need my dirt. So far, we have more to that. Yeah. By the way, speaking of leaves, Selena, I just read an article. It said it is healthier for the earth if nobody raked their leaves. If you let them all go back right where they fell. Of course, a lot of problem would have a problem with that. And then I read something else about leaves. Back when I could move around pretty good and all that stuff, my little grandson, we used to pile up leaves and we'd go jump in them together. Well, I can't jump in them. I can get down, but I can't jump down. I can't jump up. So we got a big sycamore tree out here, and them leaves is already starting to fall. When them things hit the ground, most of them will be on my neighbor's side. I'm gonna have them pile them up there on my side and make me a big old leaf pile for me and my grandson to get down in there. Uh, and I got a picture of me doing it back. Yeah, let's see. He was about 3, so about 7 years ago. And we had a ball. We were jumping in and out of those things constantly. So I'm gonna have a before, or then, and a now when they fall. I'll get down there. I'll just have to have somebody get me up. Uh, man, hey Rena, I keep missing, baby. I keep missing your live streams because I don't get a notice anymore, and I can't figure out what's going on with that. I'll try to check you out tonight. I know you're probably going to be on. And Raina, she's giggles. Boy, I love her giggle. I call her giggles. And Rena Hall, that's the one I thought when I first seen that name. I thought it was Rianne's name, and then I looked at the picture. No, that's not Rianne. But I love you, Rena. I love you, giggles. You're a sweetheart. If all you did was sit there and giggle, I'd watch. And where's Wendy? I didn't see Wendy. Oh, I didn't see. And there's another lady, and I don't guess she's on. I hadn't seen her. I love watching her. But that one lady, I can't figure out. Raina's in the Philippines. And this other lady, she's a Filipino, but I think she's in Norway, if I'm not mistaken. And okay, Giggles, glad you understand, dear. And yes, he's a sweetheart. I got people all over the world. I'm so tickled with the people I got. And I'm over I guess y'all notice I'm over 800 subscribers now. One day I was up to 810. And 2 days later, I was down to about 804. And now I think I'm over 810. So I keep dropping subscribers here and there. I can't figure out why. I keep dropping. I don't. Emerald Solutions is okay. Either I'm having a senior moment. I don't recognize Emerald Solutions. Are you a regular, Emerald? I hope so. And if you ain't, I hope you will be. But anyhow, now I am having a senior moment. I forgot what I was talking about. I only went outside today to unplug my scooter, and I went out there in my sock feet and I call them my stretchy pants. I guess they're for jogging. I don't know. I'm wearing them because they're comfortable, and I'm tired of paying almost $40 for a pair of overalls. Those overalls, they keep getting problems with them. Even my brand that, what'd she say? Oh, hi, Mod. Y'all doing fast time this work being here? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. If that wasn't for them, I'd be going crazy. But anyhow, I did something. What did I do with it? See that? 180 calories per serving and 18 grams of sugar. Dove milk chocolates. My daughter, works at Walmart, and she works overnight. And of course, overnight on Halloween night, that's when they marked everything down. I think it was about 90% off, something like it. It was marked way down. And she come back in yesterday morning with a bunch of these, and I was just going to have one a day. And what did I do? I ate since yesterday morning, which is a day and a half. Let's see, how many was in here? I don't know if it says how many's in there. I don't know. It was a bag full anyway. I polished off the last two a while ago. Then I had to go. I had to take an extra shot of insulin after I did that. Yeah, Marty, you're a nut, man. You're. I can't say nothing fast like that. Only thing I can say fast is, here it goes. If you and your folks love me and my folks love me and my folks love you and your folks, the little bush folks and been folks love folks like me and my folks love you and your folks. I learned that from my daddy. And he had some other stuff he said, but that's the only thing I learned. And he got kind of mad when I finally got to learn it. I upset him that I could say it, I guess. I don't know. He died in 78. 78. It was suicide. He was an alcoholic. Yes, it is a lot of sugar, but fortunately, I don't go. If it gets stuck under my nose, it's hard to turn it down. And my daughter, she she gets can't resist buying stuff when it's like 90% off and stuff like that. But she can't. She just doesn't. Uh, uh, it hadn't really clicked in her brain. She's diabetic and she's on insulin, and it hasn't just clicked in her brain yet that just because it's on sale don't mean jump in there and buy it and bring it home. It's like my brother always said, if you're not supposed to eat it, don't bring it home. And I love country ham, but country ham is really salty. And he used to send me one of them every year, already cooked and sliced, the whole ham. He won't send me none no more. Well, he won't even get none for himself anymore. But I sort of like the country ham. Um, I'm I'm doing. I'm not doing great on my scooter fund. I'm doing uh, every spare thing I get, and every time somebody leaves $1 or something, I've had people leaving dollars, and some leaving $5, which is great. But it's all great, really. But I swear that 2,000 plus is still a long ways off. I I know one thing. I won't be able to, if I get one of those, I won't be able to take that thing inside of Publix because I don't think I will. It's really too big. I would think they might let me. Uh, Halloween night, that's the same day I had that accident. Um, I still wasn't pretty sure, so I headed over to Publix around 3:30 or 4 o'clock because I knew they set up little booths and stuff in the store, and I wanted to get a lot of video and stuff of that. And I got over there, and I was in there about 5 minutes, and the store manager come over and he said Russell said. You don't need to be recording in here right now. So just all these kids is in here, and a lot of the parents might not like it and stuff, and we can't risk that. So shut her down. So shut her down. I did. I got a couple of shots, and I love doing kids. I love them. I love taking videos of them and getting comments from them and answering questions, and I love it, but somehow or another, it's you're taking a chance of offending somebody. So I I don't know. I don't know. Marty ought to be able to find a bunch of candy now since Halloween's over. Of course, he's been finding candy anyway. But I'm just I've seen some comments some people have made uh, about Marty and what he does, and folks, I'm gonna tell you what he does. It's not it's not so much for financial gain as it is to rescue stuff that's perfectly fine, and just like those potatoes, 380 pounds. Now he went one day at night and found those potatoes, and if you ain't watched this video, watch it. If you can watch them both, the first night he found some. And I think he only got a couple of bags or something, and he left the rest of them there. And he knew what day that the trash people come by and emptied that dumpster. And 2 days later, he knew they hadn't come back by and uh, emptied that dumpster. So those potatoes, unless somebody got them, was probably still there, going to go to the landfill. So he got thinking about it. So a couple nights later, he went over in the middle of the night by himself and pulled out and dug them out. They had to move a whole lot of other produce stuff to get to them. And these are potatoes. They're not loose. They're in bags. I think they're 10-pound bags. And he pulled all them things. And I mean, he worked his A off getting them things out of there. And was still able to say his little rhymes and stuff, which tickled the crap out of me. But he got them all out, loaded on his truck, took them over to, I guess it was a food bank somewhere, in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, unloaded them things again, working his A off, and piled them up at that door and covered them up with his tarp and left them there. Now, if that's financial gain there, then so be it. But that was not financial gain. That was helping other families out. And I would expect all them bags of potatoes probably would have took care of about 30 families or more. Man, I wish I could snag me a bag of them things. I had to go buy a bag just paid $5 for 5 pounds. But no, you could say you don't like something, that somebody's doing, or you can say, well, I wouldn't do that. But to sit there and criticize them and thumb your nose at them for what they're doing, I don't like it. I'm not going to criticize you for your opinion. You can have your own opinions if you want to. But he's got a good heart. Somebody once said I had a good heart. I don't know if I do or not. I got a tender heart. But no, that's that was incredible. What was even more incredible to me was all that running his mouth he was doing in the middle of the night. Alan wasn't there, but he kept on doing that, and I'm like, is Alan there? Alan was home in bed. But crazy man, you're a nut. Oh my goodness. It was a whole lot of work, buddy. And my hat's off to you. And some scrappers would come by and see that, and they would take them all and then go try and sell them somewhere. And they'd rather sell them, and what they didn't sell let go bad is to give them to somebody as a donation. I know some people like that. That's not me. But anyway, what else was I going to show you? Do I have it? No, I don't have it. I was going to have that printed out, and I wanted to show you. Have any of y'all checked out my designs and stuff that's on my Russell's Emporium on Teespring? I think I'm doing a lot of other designs other than saying junk dauber this and junk dauber that. I'm doing some stuff like there's an American flag on there, and it says DD 214 alumni at the bottom and DD 214 at the top, and that's for veteran. Any veteran knows what a DD 214 is, and if you're alumni, that means you've been there, done that, done your military service, and you know what it is. And I got that idea. I was coming out of Publix one day, and there was a guy sitting there with one of them on his shirt. And I told him that's the first time I ever seen that. And I said, when I go home tonight, I'm going to fix a t-shirt up with that on it. So I did. It's up there. I've done a couple of these phone cases. They're for iPhones and Samsung S7s or something that has that little junk dauber scooter and me cartoon on the back of it and my name right under it. Done some of those. Done some tank tops. And I noticed Marty on Crazy Family too. He wears tank tops a lot. I like to wear them, but I'm too fat. I'm too fat. I look like I need a dang bra or something. Oh, yeah. I need to lose some weight bad, bad. But yeah, there's quite a few different things on there. Now I can't see no sense in the. They got a throw pillar. They got a wall hanging like a blanket or something. Then they got a background that's on a big piece of fabric. But I don't have any. I don't have any artwork that I can put on there that I can blow it up big enough or something like that. Now, I might contact this person that did this little scooter thing for me and see if he can make me one that's really huge that I can put on a blanket, like that. I did a tote, little cotton tote. It's got that on it. And some of that, what? Oh, the taters. I thought, Yeah, they're taters, all right. That's what we call them up home. Take an old cold tater and wait. Um, yeah, somebody was criticizing them, but they was very subtle about it. Um, hey, Rianne, daggone it, I don't get to see you much anymore, girl. Matter of fact, I don't get to see you or Elena too much anymore. And with me not being able, chicken Alfredo with, oh, I like that. I like that. Um, I don't get. I start with I'm not getting notices when somebody's coming up live, and I used to get them all the time. And I know there's something not said in here now that needs to be reset. Uh, Christy told me to go back in there and uh, ring that bell again and all that stuff, and that should bring it back. But that's not working. Hey, Ian, has anybody seen Chance? Is Chance on? I'm worried about that young man. He's moved out on his own uh, from his mom, or he says mom, MUM. He's in England, and I worry about that's my problem. I worry about folks I know, and I worry and things I know about them, and that's why I'm really dreading if I ever get so many subscribers. Maybe you don't get as close to a lot of subscribers. You know, you appreciate them being there, but maybe you don't. You guys are probably going to be my core bunch. You know, the ones that I know, the ones that I care about, all of them. But you know what I mean. Uh, I know things about Willow. I know things about uh, Rianne. I know things about Elena and Christy, and you know, and it's personal stuff, and I worry about them, you know, and but that just to me tells me that when you like when I'm sitting down there at Publix, just sitting there sipping coffee, and by the way, Joyce, I hadn't seen you, but right there it is, baby. And when I had that wreck, you seen my cup go flying laying over on the pavement. And it's got a couple of little dings in it, but it's still fine. But when you're sitting around and you see people, like that guy the other day I pulled up, I put this video up, and he's sitting over on the bench. I didn't even start to go inside. I seen him sitting there. He looked lonely. He looked alone. And I shot over there and I didn't enter. I just did. You know, I went over there and I think first thing I started talking about, he had one of those oxygen things that he has to carry around with him. And I told him it's really, you know, it's really hard sometimes you have to depend on stuff like that. We got to talking and he was a little bit slow about responding, but he loosened up. But he had to go pretty soon because he has to catch a bus. He rides a bus and he was looking for his bus pass. But people's got problems, you know. Every time you see somebody, you know there's something that's going on in their life, something, uh, whether it's bad or good or just mediocre, something's going on. And you need to always keep that in your head. You know, if I say hello to somebody and they don't respond and they just kind of look irritated about it, that's okay. I said hello, uh, and they know by my demeanor and everything, I'm ready to talk. Uh, but something is going on in everybody's life. There's Wendy from Holland. There's something going on in her life. Willow's got stuff, medical stuff going on in her life. Uh, we all do, you know. Uh, and we just need to be more, uh, gosh, I don't know. I have a hard time explaining that. I know how it is in my heart. Um, I can see some woman or man walking by that's just so obese they can barely move, and a lot of people are like, well, need to back away from the table, or well, quit being a glutton and stuff like that. You know, hey Tanya, good morning to you, dear. Love you. She's my sweetie too. I got all these sweeties. And by the way, talking about them analytics on my channel, I have noticed that about 75% of my subscribers are older, and by older I mean older than say in their 20s or maybe their early 30s. Uh, they're older and they're female. And no, I ain't no chick magnet. I don't know what it is. I just got more lady friends than I got guy friends. And I got some good guy friends. And I ain't seen Ricky on there tonight. I hope. Yeah, that was a tumble, all right. Oh, you know, when you fall like that, you kind of don't get excited and start jumping around trying to jump up. You got to make sure nothing's broke, nothing's quit working. And in my case nowadays, I have to try not to cuss. And I don't think I cussed in that. If I did, I'd have probably edited it out. But but then that lady coming over there, that's Lauren's. That was Lauren's sister. She was headed over to Lauren. Lauren is the lady I give stuff to for a yard sale. That's Mitch's mama. Mitch the dog. And she had a little boy in the car with her. Had I seen him, I'd have knew who she was because I know the little boy. He's about 4. But she stopped. She turned that scooter back over for me, and I had 2 computers on that, sitting on that thing. And by the way, I found a clip that I made right before that when I was getting them computers out of the trash. It was over another lady friend of mine. Her name's Michelle, and I was getting that stuff out of there, and I found that clip. I didn't know whether to run it now or not because you know, the accident and everything with that getting spilled out, it's already been run. So I may put the clip up. I don't know, but I really got to concentrate. I'm just a lady magnet. No, there ain't nothing. I don't see. Has Maggie? Did I see Maggie? Maggie. Let's see. Maggie ought to be up. I sent her an email earlier today. Oh, yeah, it ought to be what, 7 or 8 o'clock there now. No, it ought to be 9 or 10 o'clock there, right, Tanya? And you and Maggie's on the same time zone, right? Yeah, move all your bits and a bit more and make sure nothing's causing screen. Then try to get stood up. You notice I had to crawl over to the scooter to get up. And that's how I skint my dang, this left knee, boy, crawling over that scooter. And then them dumb podiatrist shoes I have to wear, those things, they give me support as long as my feet ain't twisting or anything. But when they're twisting around, they're not the most comfortable thing. But yeah, I'm really leery of turning that scooter. That scooter would not have turned over if I hadn't been going. I was going full speed when I flipped it around. And of course, if you do that in the car, you're going to turn that car over. So it wasn't. No, I got to get busy tomorrow. That's all there is to it. Well, I got to get out there. I got to get that stuff processed. Nobody hit me upside the head with a 2x4 because I've let that place go for a few days now, and I got a pile of work to do out there, big time. It's what time? 7:54. Okay. By the way, our time tomorrow night, is it tomorrow night or is it in the morning? This is Saturday, so our time goes back. Hey, Lucille, I met another Lucille girl. She's 88. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetie. You are too, baby. Lucille don't have anything on her page. I go to everybody's page to see if they got something up there. But Lucille don't have nothing up there. Lucille is a lady of color. And hey, Jaden,
Yes.
come here a minute. Stick your head around here. I want you. This is the color in my life. Him and two more like him. I love my baby.
Come here, peek your head out.
All right, I'm done, baby. I just wanted Lucille to see my color. Yes, sir. And folks, I was raised a racist. I really was. If you were black, if you were yellow, if you were red, you was beneath me. That's the way I was raised. But you know what? I figured out when I was about 14 that was a crock. I figured that out about when I was 14. And I stayed in trouble with my aunts and uncles because I'd go spend time with some of the black families. Back then we called them the colored families, and then my uncle called them the N-word. But I figured that out on my own. So regardless of what my mama was saying and what my daddy was saying and my grandpas and my aunts and uncles, I figured it out on my own. And I don't see. I'm pretty sure I'm like this. There might be instances when I fall off, but when I see a person, the colors there, whether it's white or black or Indian or whatever, or like Maggie, she's a little bit dark complected. I don't see the color. I see a woman, or I see a man, or a boy, or a girl. I don't. And sometimes, and this is the honest God's truth, I'll meet somebody, and I'll be taking a video, and then when I start showing that video to some other people or something, oh, that's a black man. And then I'm like, oh, he is, isn't he? And Morgan Freeman, and I don't agree with a lot of things Morgan Freeman stands for, but he's a great actor. And here's the thing. He said, you stop calling me a black man, and I'll stop calling you a white man. So there you go, folks. That's it. We own this world together. And at some point, genetically or DNA wise, we're all related at some point. And don't you forget that. But that's my rant about race. Plus, when I joined the Army, I got my comeuppance in there too. Had that little black kid come in there and beat my ass. He thought he knew me, and he come up there and give me a big old hug. I wound up there and punched him on the side of the head and broke my dang hand. And he proceeded to whip my butt. I mean, he kicked it good. His name was Donald Patterson. And I swear I wished I could locate that guy. I was just Looked it up. I've tried it. I know he's from Baltimore, Maryland. But I know his first name, his last name, but I don't know anything beyond that. Who's your stupidest new neighbors? Well, oh geez, last thing we need to describe her is peckish neighbors. Uh, Thank you, Tanya. Maybe that was some of them. I got a couple of new subscribers. Who's your new neighbor, Willa? Um, I have a friend that just moved around from around the corner to down the street to it. He bought a house and he left the house in real good condition. And the neighbor next to him, I said, "Well, you'll be getting new neighbor." He said, "Right now, the best neighbor is no neighbor." So, oh, Rianne, y'all got new neighbors? Well, just kind of tread water on that. Maybe they'll just come around. Maybe they're slow uh, to come around. I know I had a neighbor once like that in Jacksonville, Florida. When we moved from Virginia to Florida in '78, we had a neighbor, and we didn't get. You knocked him out, Willa? Oh, well, I ain't be yanking on your person. Oh my goodness. Oh, 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 crap. Knocked him out. Okay. That's oh, crap. I don't know, sip of coffee. I still ain't seen Doris on here. Who is hi, y'all? Oh, There I am. Here I am. Dadgummit. It blinked or something. I guess, am I there now? Or y'all? Yeah, I'm here. It does that. Best internet and that happens quite a bit. The last 2 or 3 times I've live streamed it's done that. And then I have to go completely out and come back. At least the StreamYard doesn't shut down. I cancel my paid membership because the biggest reason I did it, that, well, how can I touch? I wanted that up in the corner instead of StreamYard, and I wanted to, and they talked, they said I could do the live stream to YouTube, Facebook at the same time, and I can't get it to accept. I can't get it to accept. It won't accept my the one I want on there. So I don't know. Did you get my those drawings? The apps in Teespring wouldn't accept, and then it say resolution or something. It won't accept the colors. And kind of fuzzy. Bright and fuzzy. I look pretty good here. I need a shave. Here, yeah, I want. Hey, while you're at it, see if you can do one on the scoop, and you can see that one up there in the corner there. Well, I can show you this one here. This is one I got. Did I finish telling how that people tricked me? About a month ago, I contacted them about it. They took all the information, give me back a product for me to accept or decline, and I'm breaking up bad. Really? Huh. I wonder what's going on with that. Huh. Anyway, and instead of selling or something, they went ahead and did it. I never got a chance to look at it or it comes up in my email, and they bill my credit because I've done business with them before. They did that the other thing. I mean, it looked like I'm in a big sunburst. They did that. Yeah, they already really ticked off looking at it, and I liked it, so I'll let it go at that. But I told them don't ever do that again. I'll drop their head. Going on. Okay, you're definitely. Wait a minute. Is this? Who is this? Let me check that right. I mean, I want to do none of that. I can't figure out what it is. Is this Rianne Hall or is this another Rianne? Because I see a guy in this picture. I'll try to check it. Car. But oh, it's Rianne Hall. Okay, dear. Okay. Thank you, Christy. You're a sweetheart. You're my granddaughter. I never got to hug you when you was little, though. Doggone it. That's. Oh, by the way, that woman I'm talking about, the old lady, the 88-year-old, she's a hugger. Yeah, she was, man, she was propped up on me and all that stuff. I just took shine to her almost immediately. Almost immediately, and she's leaving her kids $1. $1. And she, and as I was leaving, she called me back, said, I want to let you know. And she pointed to the house next to her and was saying, that's a child molester over there. And she said somebody looked it up on the computer and found out that was the address. But folks, when somebody tells me something like that, uh, I like before I take that to the bank, I like to verify. And so I take the address and I run it against what's listed. And uh, Donnie Brown, wife, gotta go check on her. Y'all be good. Love you, Donnie. I don't care if you are a guy. I love you, buddy. Um, so I checked it up, and yep, that was true. But you know, they're everywhere, but ain't much you can do about it. Um, I don't. Somebody like that, some people say, well, I served my time and everything, but if you're a pedophile, child molester, no, you ain't served your time. You don't need to be out. Period. But anyway, that's my opinion. I ain't gonna get into that. She took a picture with a Christian, and she saw. Oh, okay. So that's Rianne. Okay. I like Rihanna. She went and dyed her hair kind of a blondish brown color. I like the darker hair on her better. I wish I could give that whole family a hug. I wish we could have a big old group hug. We used to do that around here. We don't do it so much anymore. If stuff wasn't going right, usually my oldest grandson, 29-year-old, the one with cerebral palsy, he'd jump up, group hug, and we'd all get in the group hug. Man, there ain't nothing like hugs and having somebody and people. Um, and I got people right here that I can hug anytime I want. But you guys, I can say hugs, you know, and if you're standing there, you get a hug. Um, but anyway, that's me, and I guess does these live streams, does that count against your watch time? Does that, and the watch time, when they figure the watch time, like everybody on here that's watching right now, does that mean the time times all of y'all that's watching? I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that stuff out. What's really kicking me about it, there was somebody that could have helped me so much with that, and he declined. And I don't like to dwell on that. If he's got a problem, he's got a problem. If he don't, he don't. Maybe it's just what I don't know. There's Chance. Hey, Chance, I was just asking about you, buddy. How's it going? You doing okay in your new move-in, guy? Should be about a week and 2 days now, shouldn't it, buddy? Do you have to do your own cooking, or does somebody do it for you? Do you do your own cooking? And you're physically impaired, right, my friend? To what extent are you physically impaired? I know I've got some subscribers, they're leg braces and stuff like that. And I ain't seen her in a while. I'm talking about I can't even pull her name out. Can't even pull her name out. Having another senior moment. I get them a lot. I'm going to have to get somebody over here to figure out why my computer's not giving me these notices. I think I'm going to bring my daughter's laptop in here one time and go on and see if I can get notices that way. But she don't have much RAM. She's only got 4 gigs of RAM in her thing. I got 8 in this. I would love to have one that had 16. But I don't. I have to be happy with what I got. But anybody got any questions, anything you want to ask me? Here I am. And I'll do my best to answer the questions if you got them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to, let's see, how long we've been going here? Well, it should, right there it is in front of my place. Been going an hour and almost hour and 20 minutes. I wonder what that 13 is up there. What the heck is that? Live viewers. Oh, is that all that's in the house? Just 13? Well, doggone. Then I hope that I got 13 thumbs up. I don't see where I can tell how many thumbs up I got. Live viewers. 14. Okay, somebody else just give me a thumbs up. Come on, guys, give me a thumbs up. I'm told it's important, so I'll take them. If it's important, I don't know why, but I'll take them. And also, if any of y'all ever want to do a guest spot on here, just tell me, and I'll send you the link to your email, and you can be right in here and we can talk. And there's several of you in here I want to talk to. Got 18 thumbs up. Thank you, dear. Well, and I got some of you I would really love to talk to as a guest spot, but they decline, which for one. But that everybody's got their thing, and everybody's has their little problems or things going on in their life, and you got to respect that. And I've got one fella. It's kind of hurting my dang feelings, dadgummit. I can't get him to talk to me even on a private live stream. Uh, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to his wife. And I don't want to do it on the phone because I can't hear jack nothing. And it ain't as personal when I'm sitting here and we're looking at each other face to face. And I can't get him to do it. He got me started in this stuff. And I can't get him to do it. And some people are telling him, well, maybe he's just kind of private. Well, with 40-something thousand subscribers and doing some of the things they've done on their channel, they couldn't be too concerned about privacy. But maybe he'll come around sooner or later. As a matter of fact, I just sent him another message, not asking him to do that, but showing him a couple of things I want him to see. Are you not there, Rianne? Rianne, I don't know where Rianne's at. I know Elena's over at her adopted dad's house. And I don't know where Rianne's at. I want to see her. I love those girls. You too, Christy. You too. Yeah, I want to see some dumpster scores, my friend. I'm still salivating over those potatoes. Good gracious. Oh, I think Crazy Family Tube's in my time zone. Well, I think we're about the same. Yeah, we're about the same time. Eastern. Hey, Ricky, what you doing on the road, buddy? I got it right here. I drank coffee out of it a couple of times. that thing's so funny. I just want to tell you, how you doing? Oh, I love that thing. I got these are my treasures. I keep all that stuff sitting around, my dirt. Got all my dirt and everything. Just right here, got my dirt. I got got my clock sitting there. Got different things that I got this little bowl that somebody gave me, and it's handmade. And I keep my new needles for my insulin needle pins in that. They're easy to get out of. But I really need to clean this thing up because it's getting, I've got too much stuff sitting around. I got my box of this is them coins. Now this dollar wasn't in there, but this has got a bunch of coins in here. I hadn't turned them in yet. I don't know. I might not turn them in. I'm gonna put that dollar back in there. That way I know I've got a dollar if I need it. Well, actually, I've got about $7 or $8 in there. But yeah, I keep my little treasure sitting around. I'm learning more about my telephone, how to use it and stuff. But I still want to do that map my ride on here that Scrap and Pallet Man used to use. I don't know if he still uses it or not. This is not a real expensive phone. It's a ZTE. And it's a phone that SafeLink sent me when they was upgrading their phones. This is one where I get 500 free minutes a month, but something happened and all of a sudden I'm not getting those and I'm having to pay $15 a month just to keep this service going, and I hardly ever use the minutes, and they don't roll over, but the service is what discontinues. So, yes, I did have a spill, Ricky. I was eating asphalt, buddy. I wished I could have thought of something real witty and funny to say at the time, but I was too busy. My mind was working to see if anything was hurt. Out with the grands. Yeah, you do have some grands, don't you, buddy? Thanks for stopping by, Ricky. But I done lost my train of thought again. Oh gosh, I hate it. Things leave my head so fast. I'll be coming in here, running in here to sit down here at the computer to do something I just thought of I need to do, and I'll sit down there, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's gone, just that fast. Who closes? Okay. All right, guys. Ain't no. Let's see. At least an hour after the late close up because some people are still in there working, and you want to make sure all the workers are gone. Oh, okay. All right. Willa, do you have my link handy for my Teespring store, JunkDobbers Emporium? Pop that thing up just in case somebody wants it. I wish that stuff was cheaper, but it's not. I cut the price down somewhat on the commissions, and what are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? Maybe it's one of them none none your business, Dauber. Yeah, I'd love to hit some oldies, doggone it. Oh man, would I? Oh, especially the produce. Golly, Ned, the produce is incredible. And I could live on produce. I don't have to have meat other than a piece of seasoning or something for beans. But I don't have to have meat. And I love steaks, ribeyes. I love fish. Chicken's okay if it's done right. But the produce, I can live on produce. Now, right now, my main part of my diet is baked potatoes. I already had my baked potato today, and cottage cheese and pineapple chunks. Um, that's what I eat. And I don't know how I used to low fat cottage cheese, small curd. I have used the no fat, but oh yeah, she found it. She found it. I'm trying to come up with some unique patterns. I want to. There's a couple of designs that I made way back. Hey, Steve, my bottle man. Yeah, I want to come up with some really gangbuster patterns, but then I have to have somebody do them up so that they can do them up in all that stuff about what size they are. Because if you don't have them in a big enough size and the pixel size and all that, when you go to blow them up to a size that fits the shirt, it gets redlined and it won't take it. That's kind of like those things Maggie sent me. I tried to put them on there, but quick as I tried to adjust them, they redlined on me. But Maggie made me look younger than I am. maybe she's looking in my heart. My heart is young. I'd like to give you a big old hug too, Maggie. Oh, and well, all of you ladies, that young and Dingbat is a nurse. I love my nurses. I'm trying to talk my grandson instead of trying to be a doctor to be a RN, because he's already, in the right things for the medical thing. You had the preliminary stuff, and he wants to be a doctor. He wants to be a radiologist. Yeah, I think it's what they call them, but not the person that takes the X-ray, but the doctor that actually sits down and reads those things. And it takes 12 years to do that. And by the way, y'all got time? Let me tell you something about my grandson, my middle. I am so proud of him. This is kind of personal. He was in a relationship with a girl, and the girl, well, I started to say a dingbat, but no pun intended there, dingbat world. So I ain't gonna use dingbat. She's a flake, and they were really serious. Uh, she had a rear end collision with her vehicle, messed the front up a little bit, but it's still drivable. And then uh, she wanted to get a new car. And they were talking about getting married and all this stuff, and she's going to college. She wants to be a deputy sheriff. And they had another accident. And she went and bought this new car, but she couldn't get it unless she had somebody with good credit that would be a signer. So that my grandson has good credit, and so what does he do? He signs. He's on the loan. And one day they was out, and she had another rear end collision and totaled the car. But unbeknownst to anybody, she had went in there before the finance company called it or anything, and she had cut down a lot of the different. She didn't have collision insurance on the car. All she had was liability. And anytime you got a car finance, you're supposed to have collision full coverage. Well, she didn't have it. So therefore, the car's not going to get paid off. They've got to still make payments on that car, or she's supposed to. And so the car's sitting over there in the driveway wrecked. Can't sell it because it's not theirs to sell yet, or hers. It's her car. Joey was just a signer on it. And he signed on that. So he's responsible for the payment if she don't pay. So when it got wrecked, her mama went and bought her another car, and she's having to pay her mama back. So she was going to let that wrecked car go back wrecked as a repossession. And so she wasn't paying for it. So it being on my grandson, as a co-signer, he's responsible too, and it goes against his credit. Well, he's a real fanatic about his credit being not hurt. And here's the clincher. A couple of months later, she decides, I think she was cheating on him. And she broke it up. She broke up with him. So him and her is no longer together, and it broke his heart. I mean, he was about a month there. He was in bad shape, and she quit making payments, and he got a letter. So what does he do? He no longer had nothing to do with the girl, but he's out there making the payments. So he's made about 5 or 6 months worth of payments on it, and they're like $500 a month. And the only car he's got is his little car, Neon, that my daughter gave him when he got his license. And it's drivable, it's neat and everything, but it's not a new car. And but he's making payments on that dang on car. And I told him, I don't want my credit messed up and all that. So he kept on making the payments. So I got on Facebook one day and I jumped all over that girl about that. And then she went crying to him, and he got upset at me for jumping on her because he still loves her. And so I sent the thing back and I apologized and all that. Well, he was talking to the lady at the bank, a banker where he banks, and he was telling her about it. And she said, Arthur, and his name's Arthur Joseph, but I call him Joey. And she said, Arthur said, I'll tell you what, you quit making payment, you don't make another payment on that car, and come back in 6 months, and I'll get you a car finance through the bank here and do my best to get all that took off of your credit. So that's what he did. He quit making. He didn't, this month come due, he didn't make it. And I can't wait to see the look on that girl's face when she realized he ain't making no more payments, and she's going to have to make them or her credit screwed up. And she'll probably just let it screw it up. That's just how stupid she is. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't have told that, but I felt so bad for him. And him just 20 years old and having to go through all that. And he doesn't have a current girl. He has a girl he's seeing, but it's just a relationship. It's not nothing serious or anything like that, or at least it's not now. And anyway, I guess with that, guys on there, well, I'm gonna try to. When I failed the other day, I just never occurred to me to email you. And what are y'all talking about? Old and cheap. Yes, it's a lot about. I don't know if I should take some of them items down or not. You know, it's just different things. You know, and see, they got a thing that if you have a design on something, that can be sold through Amazon. It can even be sold through Walmart. I'm not quite sure how that works, but it needs to be something that's really good. But my main thing is the junk dobber merchandise and some stuff that other people. I got a guy saw the DD 214 shirt. Well, he bought the hoodie. Stuff like that. I'm still just kind of going through it. You know, I may take some of that off. I don't see anybody buying those phone cases, you know, and stuff like that. But I was just playing around with them, see how they look. It don't cost me nothing to put them up there. And if one sells, happen to sell in the meantime, that's good for me. But anyway, been talking an hour and 40 minutes. I'm gonna cut all y'all loose. There's only 11 in the house now. But how many thumbs up did I get, Will? I don't see it. Maybe my camera's not. I'll have to. I'll work on that. That thing can be adjusted. I may wind up getting a. Maybe I'm up too close to it. Well, that shows pretty good detail on my whiskers and stuff. Anyway, I'll work on that, folks, for the next go round. Goodbye, everybody. Steve, I'll work on it. That thing has a focus thing on it. It may be a little bit out of focus. Just the two of us. Okay, Maggie. Everybody did. I don't see her, but anyway, I appreciate it, guys. I love every one of you, and hope that I can come up with better content that everybody want to watch all the way through it. I'm beating my brains out to come up with something that would be a little bit more interesting. That one guy, that troll I got, told me was really jumping on me about me going to Publix. Then I got another person said they liked seeing me, but I don't know. But they wouldn't let me video the Halloween stuff in Publix. So I had to shut it down. Anyway, as you can see, I can keep on running my mouth. Hour and 41 minutes and 22 seconds. So I'm out of here. I'll see you later. Love y'all. And time goes back in the morning, I guess. It falls back. Fall that falls back, spring it springs forward. Ain't that the way it works? Okay, guys. Love you. I am out of here. Where's my end broad? There it is. End broadcast. There